guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a foundation review for you. So we're going to test out the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation today. I did get the shade 102 Fair Porcelain. It's just kind of hard to pick, but this looked okay. The next shade up looked a little yellow, and then the next shade looked really dark for me. So we're just going to try it out. We're going to try to make it work. I'm going to start by pulling my hair back because I've got all these wispy bangs in my face. So we're going to use this to push all that back. Okay, so of course the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. This is a matte finish, so I am going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I've used this with many matte foundations and I do really like the consistency of it. It's very hydrating, but also gives a really nice canvas for the makeup. Then I'm going to use just a little bit of the Porefessional just around the nose area where I have some visible pores. Ooh, too much. I'm just going to smooth it in my T-zone. And a little bit into the cheeks. I'm just going to press. So I'm going to pump a little bit out here. So I'm just going to go in with my handy dandy beauty blender because this is my favorite way to apply. And then if we find we're having any issues, I will try a brush. Oh shit, this is very light. Okay, well, let's hope it dries dark. This may be an epic fail.
Oh my god.
It looks so light. I'm going to try the finish and just see what it looks like. I may have to redo my makeup. I was wanting to do like a wear test. Holy coverage though. I mean, the coverage is really good. That's kind of insane how close it is to my neck color though, when it looks so light against my face. I don't want to mix this though. So I will say this, usually in drugstore, I am a lot of times lucky if the lightest shade actually matches me. So this, if you are very fair and have trouble matching to a drugstore one, I look like I have geisha face right now. Because it definitely looks, I mean, pretty smooth. I started to go 2 shades up and then I was like, no, there's no way. There was a way. Okay, so I look extremely washed out and white. That's very clear. The color is not right. I'd probably have to go at least 2 shades up. Because the next shade up was very yellow and I know it would just stand out. So take a look back. It is only slightly lighter than my neck. And we're gonna let it dry for just a few seconds and I wanna see if the color changes at all. It's looking maybe slightly darker than when I first started applying it, but there's not a big difference. Okay, so I turned another light on, so hopefully that will give us a little bit better look. I'm just looking fair. It's not far off from my neck though. So I think I'm gonna just try to make it work. That way I can give you guys a wear test because the finish is very nice and the coverage is very nice. So I think this might be really good. I'm going to take a little bit and go right in the middle. So as you can see, it has darkened a lot because that looks really light. I always add a little bit of coverage in my cheeks because that's where I have discolorations and things, which are getting better thanks to the Even Better Dark Spot Corrector from Clinique. It seems to be evening out my texture very well. So you can see that it is drying a little bit darker. So I've got a little bit lightness there. So let's go in with some concealer. I'm definitely going to need to use my Tarte Shape Tape because this has got really good coverage, but obviously very fair. I mean, but girl, I picked the wrong shade. So drugstore is very deceiving, and it's one of the reasons why I don't like grab every drugstore foundation that comes out, because you could pick up 3 shades and maybe find your right shade, and I'm just trying to pick up one. So obviously I'm going to need to warm my skin up a lot, but that gives you an idea of how it looks so far. I am going to go in with the new Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder to set my under eye, and then I'm going to set the rest of my face. Love this new setting powder from Becca. So let's do that first. I don't really feel like I need to brighten and conceal anywhere else. I'm probably just going to be more so darkening other areas with it being so light, but I still think I can make it work. Alright, I'm going to go in with the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder in Pink Haze because this is such a velvety finish. Like, it's soft, matte, very velvety, smooth. I only need just a little bit of powder. I'm just going to sweep a little bit on. I don't think you're going to need to like put a lot of powder on when you're using this foundation. So this is a look at the foundation when it's completely fresh. It's looking nice and smooth. Right now it is 11 o'clock in the morning and I have to work until 10 o'clock tonight. So we're gonna see how it does after a long day and a lot of activity. But the coverage is really nice. You can still see just a tiny bit of my skin throughout, but I didn't use a lot. I actually left some in my little pan here, which I didn't touch, so it didn't take a lot to get this amount of coverage. You could obviously layer it, which I did a little bit here, which looks pretty perfect to me. It still looks very skin-like. It definitely has a matte finish. It feels very velvety. I personally wouldn't put a lot of powder over this because I feel like it's already matte enough. So I'm going to finish up my makeup and then I will show you what it looks like after a full face is done, and then we will show you later on. So this is the foundation that I have on. I have done everything. As you can see, I did add a lot of color to my face, but it kind of matches okay. It's definitely a little bit light. This would be like my very, very winter color. But really I think I need probably 1 to 2 shades up. But that gives you at least an idea of the consistency of it. I mean, it is very smooth. I can't wait to see how it wears throughout the day. So I will be checking in with you guys late tonight. It's probably going to be about 11 o'clock. So that's going to be 12-hour wear. This does claim 24-hour wear. So we're going to see how it does in half that time and let you guys know if you should be picking up this foundation. I can't wait to show you guys the results, and I will see you in a little bit. Okay guys, so this is my foundation. I have had it on for 11 hours, 12. I think I've had it on for 12 hours, nearabouts. So it's after 10, and as you can see, it's not perfect. As you can see, I'm kind of shiny. It did crease just a little bit, so my smile line creased a little bit. That is pretty normal for me. I wouldn't say that it is like make it a deal breaker. I could have set it with a more heavy duty powder. The Becca is really just a very light powder. I could have really like baked some areas. I could have done something like that to help kind of stop this oiliness, and I did crease a little bit here. But I have to say, for a $10 foundation, it did really, really well. I would say if you're looking for something full coverage and you don't mind giving something a try, I would definitely try this out. It's not perfect, but I would say my skin is probably gonna look about like this even with some of my favorite foundations. Like Fenty, I've been wearing all the time, and this is just about where it's at after this long. I would prefer not to have a full face like this on for 12 hours, but I do think it is pretty long wearing, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. This is actually one that I will continue to use. Like, I can use this as a daily foundation. The color's a little bit off, but I can absolutely make it work. As you can see, it looks really natural. Like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing a super white foundation. I just bronzed up a little bit and it was perfect. So I'm gonna say yay to this. I think it definitely is a good one, and for $10 you cannot beat it. So that's the Maybelline Full Coverage Foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my thoughts on it. If you have any questions or other drugstore or high-end products that you'd like for me to try out, then drop that in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching.